Today is another day. All right. The question from the top is: are you a Ruben Amorim in or out? Are you a Ruben Amorim in or out? Because the way you answer that question, it will tell us how you are feeling at this moment in time. Right? It will tell us how you're feeling at this moment in time because, oh my God, it is going off. It is going off, right? We did not think this international break is going to be this interesting, right? But oh my gosh, right? Listen, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, he dropped a bomb, right? Because, if anyone would have thought this kind of backing will come out, uh, you didn't expect it to be like this early, this loud, this firm, because it doesn't happen, right? It does not happen. Now, listen. Let me. Before we get into, but listen, people. Make sure you smash a like, hit the subscribe button. It is going off. I'm telling you, when it comes to international break, this is going crazy. Tony, what's going on, man? Hope you are well. Hope you're well, brother. Hope you're well. Man, Sir Jim Ratcliffe decides to drop a official bomber, right? 3 years. It is 3 years, brother. 3 years. That's what I was saying, for the folks who are Ruben Amorim out or in, tonight is going to be one of those, tonight, or when this news dropped, people are going to be feeling, a certain way, right? I am good, brother. I'm good. Listen, Tony, I was about to come in here with my shades and all because, some of us were willing to go down with the ship. It looks like, we got time, It looks like we got time. And Ruben, he looks like he got time, which is crazy, right? It's crazy because, honestly, the results haven't been great. So let me put my poll in here, man, so we can hear from folks. Are you, man, or in? Let's see, man. I mean, I just wanna. I would like folks to let us know if they're out or in because it will basically tell us how they're feeling at this moment in time, man. Because honestly, when that news dropped, I had to go to my usual channels, man. Like those people who were Ruben out from the get-go, those who were could not wait for this guy to mess up some more so he can get sacked. I had to go to those, but it's just crazy. It's just crazy. But yeah, man, people, in a nutshell, so Jim Ratcliffe did come out and say, listen, there's a reason why we did what we did. He said, listen, we went to Sporting and plucked this guy out of a cushy job, right? Gave in or out as an option. Oh, okay. All right. Cool. Gotta fix the poll. You gave in or out as an option. Okay. Duh. Thank you. Good looking out. Man, you know what, Tony, man, you are on point. Are you Ruben out? All right, I got it. Now the poll is all right, Ruben. All right, there you go. Good looking out. Good looking out, Tony. Good looking out. All right, man. There you go. The poll has been updated. Let's go. Right? So they went out there. So basically, Sir Jim Ratcliffe said, listen, man, we went out here to get this guy from Sporting. He had a nice job. He was doing his thing, winning every day. We told him, listen, we need you to come right now. All right? It's now or never. Right? We plaqued him. He came out. He joined the project. But of course, must have been given some assurances, right? And Ruben, obviously, he knew this was not going to be a straightforward job, right? He knew it was going to take time because, again, throughout our history, we have never played with the back three. So he knew he's going to come. He probably even asked them 3 or 4 times, Barada, Jim, all you guys, you really want me? Because if I come, it's not going to be easy. There's going to be storms all over the place, but they did not expect it to be this bad, right? There's going to be storms. There's going to be, you name it, we're going to face it. Are you up for it, right? It looks like Ineos and Sir Jim, they are up for the fight, right? Now the fans, we thought it was going to be it was going to be smooth sailing. It's not going to be that bad. Some people thought it's going to be like the usual. Back in the days, if things don't work out, we basically we're going to sack our way to the trophy. But it looks like, again, I guess at one point you have to stick with something, right? People, welcome. Smash the like, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Listen, let us know. Are you Ruben in or out, right? And how are you feeling after seeing this news, right? Are you shocked? Is Sir Jim Ratcliffe out of? Is he delusional? Does he know what he's doing? Does he know football to come out and back a manager so early this way? Basically saying, listen, man, you do what you need to do. We got you. So, I mean, don't you? I mean, shouldn't he have kind of? Yes, we always ask them for them to back the manager or come out and say something, but this is right up there. Like, yo, whatever you want to do, man, we got your back. What's going on, man? Were you happy to see some sort of spark last game? Listen, DB edits. What's going on, man? Yes, man. Yes. Hopefully, for sure. Hopefully, the lads take some approach after the international break. Dude, I'm hoping they come back firing. They come back motivated. They come back feeling that, you know what? The manager ain't going nowhere. So, yeah. DB Edison saying keep the man, but get the stragglers gone. The ones that drain the energy of the club. DB Edits, you are speaking facts, man. Smash a like, man. Let me listen. First of all, let us know what team you support. I hope it's United. All right. Welcome. Welcome. Hit the subscribe button. Send Aye. Mighty United won't win anything in the next 10 years. Listen, Sen Aye. Listen, our partial owner says 3 years we should see something, or else then the changes are going to be made. All right, I'm a red all day, brother. Come on, DV Edits. I love it. Mohamed Salad. What's going on? I keep saying put Luke Shaw in the midfield. Okay, Mohamed Salad. I see folks are coming in hot. Okay, listen, Mohamed Salad. No, Luke Shaw is not going to be in the midfield, man. If anything, talking about the midfield, first of all, Mohamed Salah, let us know what team you support, man. Of course, you kind of look like a Liverpoolish, all right? Listen, if anybody's going to be in that midfield, if it's not the ones we have now, it's probably going to be Licha, because, again, Licha has played in that midfield. And talking about Licha, if you haven't heard, reports are saying Licha, when we come back from international break, he's back. He's going to be training with the first team, people. Lisandro Martinez will be training with the first team. I can't wait to see Leon me too, man. I'm excited to see the kid. He was called up to the national team, right? To the first team, national team, if I'm not mistaken. So big up to Diogo Leon, right? No, man, United for life. That's what's up, Mohamed Salad. That's what's up, man. Yeah, man. So listen, people, Tony the Great just dropped the link for the Discord. Please go ahead and grab that link. Jump on the Discord. Join us. All right. Lisha is awful. Oh, come on, man. What are you talking about? Oh, listen, when it comes to the back three, listen, I cannot wait for Licha to come back because it will be the end of Luke Shaw, right? It will be the end of Luke Shaw. Now, of course, it's going to take time, right, for him to get match fit and all that. But it was excellent news to see reports that he's going to be training with the first team when we come back from international break. He's, again, a leader in that dressing room. He's a fighter. Ruben Amorim has always said he needs players with that. You play with a chip on your shoulder, like like pissed off, angry. You can go out there and take out everybody when it comes to football, right? Licha gives you that, right? So we need those kind of players. Like Cunha has that in him, right? So those kind of people. So he cannot wait to get Licha back, because again, Licha can play the Amorim way, like to get the ball from the back three and bring it to the midfield. He can handle it. So cannot wait to see him. Licha is a leader and brings intensity that De Ligt has only started to show. I know, man. DB edits. Imagine now you're gonna have Licha and De Ligt. Oh, come on, man. What? What? And Euro is looking, man. Listen, I'm excited. I'm excited, man. I'm excited for this team. I'm excited that Sir Jim Ratcliffe decided to say, you know what? I'm gonna quiet the noises. There's been a lot of noises in our club, right? He said, I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna quiet these noises because it's enough is enough already, right? When we went to get this guy, we did tell him it's gonna be a long project, right? It's going to be a long project, and he knew they knew what they signed up for, right? And again, we got to remember, like Ineos and Sir Jim, this is their guy. They're going to have to give him all the time possible to implement what he wants, right? They're going to try to give him all the time possible to implement what he wants, right? Sir Jim Ratcliffe, he said this, one of his quotes: Amorim has not had the best of seasons. Ruben needs to demonstrate he is a great coach over 3 years. That's where I'll be. All right. So Jim continues saying that you can't run a club like United on a knee-jerk reactions to the press who goes off on one every week. All right. So he was talking on the business podcast, right? He says, listen, we're not going to act like we don't know what we're doing here. Yeah, it's a debatable. They've made up some mistakes, but they're not going to have some knee-jerk reaction, right? They're going to say, you know what? We are going to stick with the plan and we'll see where it takes us, right? There's going to be bumps. We're just going to have to ride through them, right? But the fans, I don't think we were ready for this. But now the man came and told us, listen, buckle up. Buckle up. It's going to be a long ride, right? Let's see. I don't know. Football FC. Amorim doesn't look like he wants to play out from the back. Licha is weak defending with areas and against good press. I don't know, man. I don't know. Licha, he's been when he was fit, he played very well. I think he can do it. Playing from the back, that's what Amorim wants one of his back three to step into the midfield, right, to advance the ball. So, yeah, we're going to see that. Thank you so much, Tony. I appreciate that. Edits. Licha has had his moments where he carries and delivers assists. I know, right? Like his goal. You remember the goal when he did that celebration? Like, I don't know what that was, do you guys know what was that celebration about? Yeah, I cannot wait to see that. I cannot wait to see Licha back in this team, man. Amorim doesn't look okay. I saw that. Let's go. DV edits. Licha has okay, cool. So that send Aye, keep Amorim, and then you will be relegated. I don't think so, man. Managers are not the problem. Send. There you go. Yep. And I think what also happened is Ruben and the Ineos team, right? So Jim and them, they have realized, okay, why hasn't all this failed? People are calling for system change. We have already tried that back four thing. These same players got those managers sacked. And those managers were not terrible managers. They were experienced managers, right? We've had them all. Ruben, Van Gaal, Eric Ten Hag, whatever. In that back three, they failed. So there's no point of trying to go back and force this guy to change his system, right? So they've seen the mentality of these players, right? Clearly, you know how Ruben explains things. Imagine if Ruben, when he comes on press conference, right, he explains it so perfectly. Ruben, put him in front of the boardroom, talking to Sir Jim and them. He's gonna break it down. Maybe he has PowerPoints and video clips and stuff. Look at this. You see this here? Look at Luke Shaw. He's not tracking back, but those kind of things, to make him understand the root cause. And it's not the system, right? It is the players. We got to get rid. All right, Redskins and United. Come on, Toasty. You know it. That's how we do it. Yeah, that's how we do it, man. Commanders in the house. Sen Aye, Van Gaal, Ten Hag, Moisey did not finish 17th. That's true, Sen Aye. They did not. So that's what makes it also very interesting where this manager in Ruben Amorim has the worst record, right? But he's getting backed the most. Isn't that crazy? People, smash that like button, man. If you haven't done so already, welcome. If you are new, I am Luther. This is Man United Central. Yeah, we're talking about Sir Jim Ratcliffe dropping a absolute clanger, like a bomb or whatever, to say, hey, Ruben Amorim, we have 3 years. So basically, right now, I know Ruben's contract. I think it ends next year. Is it? So they're going to have to obviously renew his contract because his contract does not run for 2 more years, right? So they're going to have to renew his contract, and we'll see what happens. But one thing I gotta say is, even though he said 3 years, things can change very quickly if our boy does not get some wins. Things can change very quickly when we start getting smashed all over the place, right? Things can change because I don't think, even though he said 3 years, once the fans, the media, and everybody start going at him again when we're playing terrible, and we're not seeing any progression in the team, yeah, the pressure will be too much. They'll end up getting rid of him, right? Umut, what up? Hello, hello, hello. Mohamed Salah, I don't think is the system only, but some players are not good enough. Of course, yeah, yeah. Some of these players we have seen them, being here for too long. They've passed their expiration date. It is time to let go, right? So I'm glad we were able to get rid of the bomb 5 from last summer. There's more, right? There's more in the summer. We got to get rid of, yeah. We appreciate what they've done so far. Bruno has to go. Luke Shaw, Maguire, Dallo. Those guys. Casemiro. They gotta go. They gotta go, and then we start afresh and we move on, right? Even though Maguire doesn't want to leave, he said, "Listen, he may be willing to take a pay cut." So I don't know. Do you guys keep Maguire? Let me know, man. As one of the leaders in the dressing room, if he takes a huge pay cut, because right now I think his salary is like 190K a week. If he takes a huge salary as a bench player, which now that's what he is, because I don't see Maguire starting over De Ligt. So as a bench player, he's gonna understand his role. Then yeah, man, listen, I'll keep the guy, man. You guys let me know if you keep Maguire. All right. Of course, a huge pay cut. Sen Aye saying that that is because some United fans like DB edits have crush on Amorim because he's good looking. Oh, come on. You cannot use that good looking thing, man. He's breaking every bad records in United history. Already seeing pitch. Yeah. Ciao. What's going on, man? United are closing to renewing the contract with Maguire. What a joke. Listen, initially they said no, right? They're not going to give him a new contract unless he cuts his, takes a huge pay cut, right? Now, as a backup to the backup, Maguire can do a role. Again, when we need goals, Ruben Amorim likes the idea of chucking Maguire, and then we start putting crosses in the box. Even though entire game we're playing with a 6'5" striker, we're not chucking crosses in the box. When Maguire comes in, crosses come in. Really? Come on. Again, Maguire can play dual role, defensive and a 9, emergency 9 if you need him. So I don't know, man. Huge pay cut. And if he's happy being on the bench, because what will happen is he will be doing that Johnny Evans role, right? You remember last season when we had Johnny Evans in the team? It's going to be one of those old heads, they got their head screwed on right, and he can hang out just as a backup. Abdul Karim, what up? People, if you are new, the price of admission is very simple. You got to let us know what team you support, smash a like, hit the subscribe, and let us know where you're watching from. All right. My name is Luther. This is Man United Central. Welcome to the family. Let's go. Sen he's like Bruno, though, not selling him in the summer would be the most influential blunder in your history. Oh, Sen yeah, we're not going to make that mistake again. Reports right now, they're saying that, of course, Bruno, it looks like his time is up in the summer. I think they're going to take the money. And it looks like the Saudis, they'll come back for Bruno, right? The Saudis will come back for Bruno. They'll give us, I don't know if we're going to get the 100 million that what they're quoting out there. So, but I will take a light 80, even at 75, I'll take it, right? That way he can go sail on, and then we go and get alternatives in that midfield, because that midfield needs work big time. Sen Aye, he said that, okay, cool. Uh, that is funny, man, about the Pinocchio thing. Yeah. Uh, DB edits. You one bring in another man's looks, pal. I'm not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. When so that's funny. DB edits for yeah, people. We still can win the Premier League if we're up 6 points. Mohamed Salah, we're not that far, but let's not go crazy now. Talking about winning the Premier League and all, right? Now, see, the crazy part is, yeah, people, make sure, of course, when you hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. That way, when we go live, you will be notified. I appreciate you. All right. So, yeah, definitely make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you so much, Tony. Right? We're not going to be talking about winning the league and all this stuff. Let's just focus on one game at a time. Let's maybe try to get a back-to-back win. Now, of course, the next opponent is Liverpool. Can we do it? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. DB Edison said they'll offer 75 million. Listen, I'll take it. I'll take it. DB Edits, you can bring back winning culture by keeping the manager that finished 17. Well, I hear what you're saying, but he's implementing changes at the club, right? Because many managers have tried and they've failed, right? So they are willing to give him the 3 years. Now, if things continue to be bad, of course, they will make the change. But they've started a process of cleaning house and, trying to fix the culture at the club. And they felt that they have to stick with something, right? Because right now, of course, yeah, you can go and sack him. Say, for example, after this last couple of games where we didn't play very well, even though it's still early, you can sack him, but then you're restarting the whole process again, right? At least now Ruben knows who doesn't work, who needs to go. He has studied these players. He knows when our heads dropped. Whenever if we get scored on the first time, heads go down, and that's basically we're in trouble, right? Ruben Amorim knows now when he puts a team out there with these players, he doesn't know what kind of team he's gonna get, right? So that is not okay. He needs to know, he needs to trust his players that when they go out there, they execute, right? And that's the only way that will work is you get rid and get new players like Mbumo, Cunha, those kind of guys, right? And Sheshko, of course, right? Let's go. Henry on DT. Man United is the biggest team in the world and some parts of heaven. Come on, Henry. I love it. I love that entrance, man. Listen, Henry, that entrance is the bomb. I've never heard it before. I love it. Make sure you smash a like, man. Hit the subscribe, people. Let's go. DV Edis is saying that wasn't this team, and the team was already a failure when I got it already. Yeah, when he got it, the team was already in the mud, man. Premier League. DV Edits, Jesus is Sen was in charge of United. Yeah, exactly. Even if Jesus was in charge, this United side right now, hey, it would have been in trouble. Thinking about winning Premier League is pure delusion. Yeah. We're not gonna get the Premier League, man. We're not gonna get the Premier League, right? David Edis, if players like Rashford were publicly speaking out about the club, it goes to show the power he thought he had from the years. Oh yeah, and that's another thing too that it looks like Ruben Amorim was being given the authority to get rid of that player power thing. Like that whole summer when they came here to the U.S., some of those players they could have been on the plane, but nah, they stayed home. You know, there you go. DB Edit is saying I'm happy to make it into a top seven. Oh yeah, look, dude, we get top seven, it will be definitely progression. For 15th to top seven, you know, it's we can do it. Uh, Virendra, what's going on, Virendra? Welcome, people. As you're coming in, smash that like and let us know where you're watching from, man. Let us know where you're watching from. What time is it where you're watching from? All right, I always find that exciting to know where you guys are. Um, Virendra, thank you very much, my man. Ciao. I'm sorry to say that if Kobe can't fit in a system that's not a good system, our two best technical players are going to leave. What a shame. Yeah, listen, Chow, I know that the whole Kobe situation, that is it's a tough situation, honestly, right? Because Kobe, Kobe definitely should be playing in this system, right? Whatever the case is, before you play Ugarte, dude, you got to play Kobe, right? If you say, okay, fine, Bruno is always going to play, then you got to find a place to put Kobe to play in that system, right? So that, of course, that is a big L, right? Because losing him, it's not a good look. It doesn't look good at all. But again, um, we'll see what happens because again they back the manager. I'm sure Ruben has kind of explained to the ownership and say, hey guys, listen, yes, he's our academy player, but I'm not seeing certain things in order for me to play him. Now, I wish he can explain that to us to make us understand what's up with Kobe. I know he's tried a couple of times, said he needs to have more pace, more intensity, but you know how Kobe runs, man. He runs as if he's jogging. You know what I mean? So, but on the ball, yeah, and some of those things that Ruben feels that Kobe lacks, you can coach that into a player, right? So, but again, Kobe right now he's thinking about the World Cup. That's why he's kind of pushing, say, hey, listen, man, let me get out of here and get some consistent football and make that the flight to America for the World Cup. All right, Edison said, "Chow, 100% agree, and yet Casemiro and Ugarte seem to fit in." Yeah, of course, that is a disgrace because whenever you play Casemiro, Casemiro is not really our future, right? Ideally, if we're building, we want to build with the players who are going to be here for the long haul, right? The likes of Kobe, for example, right? Yes, we've got Sheshko, again, a young striker for the future. He's going to grow. Mbumo, Cunha. So you want to have a lot of the pieces that they're going to be here for the next 5 years, maybe, or 3 years, right? So that is how it should work. But I guess for some reason, Ruben Amorim doesn't rate Kobe like that, which is kind of crazy. Jesus Rodriguez didn't watch the Grimsby match. Did you? It's garbage. No pace. No pace and stay misplacing passes. There you go. On Etonia, 1,000,000% behind the coach. Come on, people, smash a like if you are in, if you are Ruben Amorim in, and if you are happy with this news that you heard today, or you are pissed off because you were hoping that this manager could be gone and someone else come in, right? Because that's how it is. When this news came out, the fan base was already divided, but today people were pissed off, right? Because honestly, backing this guy for 3 years based on the record that he has right now, it's kind of it doesn't it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense because you back something if you have seen some progression, that kind of thing, right? You have seen that okay, things are working out, but on the field, we haven't seen a lot of that, right? So to come out to put that out there in the ether, like yo, 3 years, that's kind of crazy. But it shows also that the ownership, they have big cojones, right? To say, you know what, you reporters, you keep on putting this narrative out there that we're gonna sack this guy, whatever. He ain't going nowhere, man. This is a 3-year project. We promised him 3 years. We're gonna give him 3 years. So it's kind of crazy. Sanai say, let's go. DB favoritism is the ruin managers, especially when the favors players that don't. Yep. But Rwanda, do you think U.S. is safe for World Cup security issues? Yeah, dude, we're gonna have boots in the ground and all this. Yeah, U.S. is safe, man. It's safe. Yeah. In Rwanda, I wouldn't be booking any tickets. The Civil War is brewing. I haven't seen anything yet, man. I'm in Washington D.C., right? I haven't seen any of that. All right, so it's pretty safe. It's pretty safe, man. Come on down, people. Come on down. If you can afford the tickets, start booking. Right? Start booking, man. But yeah, it's kind of crazy though. With everything that's happening over here, but it's not that. It's not. You don't see nothing like that on the streets. Yeah. So it's good, safe. Come on down. So okay, let's see what else. What other quotes did so Jim Ratcliffe say? He said. He says Sir Jim Ratcliffe likens the current situation at Manchester United to the early days of Sir Alex Ferguson and Arsenal Mikel Arteta. Right? Ruben is no Ruben. So Jim is saying, I remember the pressures that were calling for Ferguson sacking in the first 2 years. Look at Arteta with Arsenal. He faced a tough time in the first 2 years. We are ultimately driven by results, but we have to be patient and look at the results in the long term. All right. He's continues saying, I believe there are a lot of good things at United, and we need to be patient and have a long term plan. It is not just a matter of pressing a button, right? It's not a flick of a switch and things change, right? Now, of course, Sir Alex Ferguson, yeah, some of us, I don't remember those days where, he was going to get sacked. I was too young. But Sir Jim, of course, yeah, he remembers. People are calling for him to be sacked. You saw videos out there. There were flying banners saying, to sack Ferguson. But he was able to turn it around. Now people will say different times, right? You cannot compare Sir Alex Ferguson time and now. You cannot compare Arteta at Arsenal and us, right? Arteta. His team that he inherited wasn't as bad. The toxicity at Arsenal maybe wasn't as crazy as ours. So, the things are not, the same. But when it comes to Sir Alex Ferguson is a unique individual. I don't know if we're ever going to have another Sir Alex Ferguson, right? So again, to compare that, it's kind of like, it's kind of tough. Do you think I get so that what are you guys saying? Yeah, people hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. Thank you very much. Fortune. He's saying that Amorim will get the team back to winning ways. We can't keep changing managers every year and not giving them a chance to implement their philosophy. We all know it doesn't always click on the get-go. You know what, Fortune? Spitting facts. That's true, mate. That's true, right? It's very true. It doesn't always click in, but what folks are saying, those people who they wanted him gone, they're like, yo, you have had 30 plus games, homie. We should be able to see something, right? We should be able to see something on the field. And that's what is frustrating a lot of people. And that's why, some people kind of lost the confidence, especially that last season finishing 15th. Dude, that was a disgrace and a half, right? So yeah, honestly, right now, Ruben is right at the bottom. The only way is up, and it looks like Sir Jim, Ineos, they all can see something because some of these guys are guided by data, right? If you go with data, apparently some of those data show that we have progressed compared to back then. We're getting in the box more, the final third. We're in there. We're taking more shots, those kind of things. So basically, it's just a matter when those things start clicking properly and we convert those number of GAs and stuff into goals, then we'll be flying, right? So yeah. Veranda is saying that what are your thoughts on Victor Gyokeres? Roy Keane told he is old-fashioned striker and needs time to do. You see him. Oh no, dude! I've said it a couple of times that Gyokeres, it will take him time. Arsenal need to just play to his strength, right? He doesn't. He's not really I don't see him as a link-up striker like that. To me, I find him more like an old-fashioned. He can hold the ball and then pinging crosses in the box, those kind of things. Yeah, I think he will come good. He'll come good. But the question is, Gyokeres or Šeško, who is going to have more goals by the end of the season? That is a very good question there. I think Šeško, man. I think Šeško. I think we made a good choice keeping Šeško instead of Gyokeres. Right? DB edits exactly. Fortunately, I can't keep giving managers broken teams with players that are not theirs and overpaid. There you go. Right? We're getting rid of overpaid folks. Right? We want people who want to fight. Kira, fitness and dance. It's been a while. How have you been, dude? Yo, Kira, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Yeah, it has been a minute. Right? Welcome, man. Let us know, people, how you're feeling about this news that your boy, Ruben Amorim, is going to bring the joys again, right? That we're going to continue supporting him from the Stratford end, right? Let me know. Amir Hossein, follow you from Iran. Your live and the channel are very good. Oh, thank you so much, Amir. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. What part of Iran? Are you in Tehran? Mr. Barca, what up, my man? Listen, Mr. Barca, you can be late. So long as you show up, you say, hey, what's up? That's what matters, man. I appreciate you always. Ciao. The difference between Arteta and Amorim is Arteta has been backed financially heavily by Arsenal board. Amorim didn't. Facts. Ciao is spitting facts, right? So that is another thing. So if someone, when he made that comment, maybe the interviewer should have said, you know what? Arteta was backed. I think they spent like $1 billion. Is it close to $1 billion for Arteta? Right? Don't quote me on that. Double check me. But yeah, Arsenal, they'll spend some good money on him. So yeah, so Jim, it's time for you to put your money where your mouth is, right? And how do we do that? He says Manchester United, in the next couple of years, they said that he's going to be one of the most profitable clubs, right? Especially once that stadium gets online, which again, dude, that will take a while, right? But he envisions that we're going to be one of the most profitable clubs. Of course, he's kind of focusing also on the youth recruitment that we're doing. Basically, they're trying to make sure to push that whole idea. Well, we get these young guys, right? We sign them, and if they don't work in our system, we flip them and sell them, just like other teams do, right? So those, whenever you do that kind of thing, you generate revenue, and that's what it looks like they're trying to push that. That's why we're signing a lot of these young talent, right? We sign them, we're gonna try them, and we're gonna give him some time. Of course, if it doesn't work, then we'll be like, all right, Real Madrid, we got a guy for you, right? But thinking about Real Madrid, man, Alvaro Fernandez, every time I watch him play for Real Madrid, I'm like, what? We got rid of this guy and he's starting for Real Madrid? And we have Dogu on the left hand side. Of course, Dogu is, he has potential, right? Dogu is going to get there. But we had an Alvaro Fernandez who is starting for Real Madrid at left back. Disgrace. Eric Ten Hag, man, he did that. Nikhil, what up? Hope you're good. Mr. Barca, I just had 3 hours practice because of the practice my rec team and the Premier team because me and my friend were and had been getting invited back to my dad. My dad asked if the coach is going to take us. Oh, okay. Nice. Kira is saying that let Amorim stay. He's a good coach. Above all, media and fans shouldn't mount pressure on him. Now is the time to back him up so that to bring out the potential in him. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that will help a lot, right? And now it could also be what Sir Jim did because Ruben already came out and told these reporters, these pundits, whatever, you guys, some of the stuff that you're saying, it's getting to these kids. Of course, people will be like, yo, man, you cannot be thin-skinned like that, especially if you're playing for Man United. Gary Neville said it. You should not let these pundits get to you, focus on your football, blah, 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 blah. But again, these kids are constantly on social media and all this stuff. It is hard, right? So maybe Sir Jim said, you know what, I'm going to do my part as well. Come out and back you that way to shut some of these reporters thinking that it's going to be a flick of a switch. We're going to change. So it could be one of those, who knows? Mr. Buster said that they have a tournament next month. They said my friend is and I might. Okay, that's good, man. You guys want to be in the tournament? That's what's up. Ciao, Jim, the rat, running United like a business. We are a football club. Hey, Louis van Gaal saw it way before, right? He says Manchester United is not a serious club. He called us. We're not a serious club. We're a business, right? Yeah, we see that now. Yeah, we see that especially now clearly in HD with Sir Jim, right? We see it because we are supposed to be football focused more. Like Todd Bowley coming in, just dropping the cash, man, to build the team. And look, Chelsea, they're getting there, right? It's one of those. More focus on the football. The commercial side can come later. But for us, I guess, it's reverse. Amir Hussein is saying, when will Manchester be fixed? Every year we say that we will succeed next year. But every year we get worse results than the previous year. Hey, listen, we got to strap in, man. It's not going to be, again, so Jim said it's not a light switch. He says 3 years. But again, what does that mean, 3 years? Does that mean we're writing off this season now? Because basically, Ruben Amorim is told, listen, you do the best you can, right? We're still going to back you, Yeah, that's it's one of those that's going to be tricky. I don't know, Football FC, Amorim is a good coach. Which players has he improved? Good question. People, let us know. Boris, what up? Hope you're good. I'm thinking, which player has he improved? Can't think of it right now. Right? Yes, and it tells you something, right? It tells you something. He's going to get there. That's why we have to give him time, it looks like. Right? Give him time, and we're going to see who are those players that got improved. Ideally, you would think a player like Kobe, for example, could have been one to kind of show, develop him to have him play more in that role next to Bruno in the midfield. But it looks like that doesn't look like it's going to work, right? Which is kind of crazy. There's media agenda against Manchester United. Oh, my God. Boris, 100%. A guy like Carragher, he has nothing to talk about Liverpool. Now they ain't performing well. Oh, yeah, dude. Can you imagine Boris, right? We smash him. We smash Liverpool at Anfield. I don't know what Carragher's going to say, man. I don't know what character is going to skate. It's going to be nice. It's going to be crazy. Virendra, do you think Johan Cruyff is the best football brain who has ever lived on this planet Earth? Um, I'm not really a Johan Cruyff scholar right like that. So of course, just the fact that the Dutch system, football system, is geared towards Johan Cruyff, it means uh, yeah, he was one of the greatest out there. So I could say he was good, but is it the best? I don't know. I don't know. Good question. Mr. Barca, I think you should ignore the haters and focus, even if the board doesn't back him. Try proving them wrong to the best of your abilities. I keep Amorim till the end of the year. Yeah, of course. And to most of us, I wanted Amorim to get until December, for example, right? Um, that's what I was looking for. I did not expect the backing for 3 years. I just wanted him to get one game at a time. It's going to be up and down. We're going to win some. We're going to lose some. We're going to get pummeled, but it's going to be like that. So I'm ready for it. The only thing is this playing one game a week. Oh, it's tough, man. One game a week, because if you lose, you have the whole week to hear Carragher and all these guys talking about the system. And this Man United system this, system that. Right? Let's go. Kira is saying that again. Can Amarin also try other formations? He's not going to change. I must say, Maguire, Dalot, Shaw should leave our players. We should offload it. Our keeper is good. I pray for Martinez to come back from injury. Kira, you joined a little bit late. I dropped the news. Breaking news. Lisandro Martinez is set to return to Manchester United first team training after the international break. Come on! That's according to Simon Jones, right? Licha is coming back, people. Relax. Licha is coming back. All right, people, special like for Licha, Lisandro Martinez coming back to this team. JP, yo, what's up, man? This Saturday, Albania versus Serbia, 98% game will be suspended for fighting. Oh, yeah. Those two don't like each other. Tomorrow is going to be a good game, too. I think England play Wales, right? That's going to be a good game as well. Mr. Brother Luther, I don't think 2.5 season is good enough, though, because he needed to revamp. Oh, yeah, Mr. Barca, 100%. I agree with you. But what I was hoping is by December, he has convinced some of those who want him out. Because to convince those guys, you need to get some wins. So I was hoping that we're going to get some wins here and there kind of thing. Yeah, we're still not going to be the finished product, but expecting to see some wins. I'm still expecting that starting with Liverpool. Yeah. Definitely, Mr. Barca, full season was the logical thing to do, but some folks were like, nah, we've seen enough. Last season, finishing 15th, and then you see all the records that he's breaking, all the bad records that he's breaking. People are like, nah, cut him now. Enough is enough. Virendra, Maradona or Messi? I don't think you can even compare those two, because you can't. You can't. It's not even right to compare those two, man. They're legends of their own, right? Remember, you must come to our carnival at Calabar, Nigeria, this December. Hey, okay, all right, we'll see. JP 2-1 United will win versus Liverpool. Come on, man. JP, from your mouth to God's ears. All right. Kira, we'll see, man. We'll see. I need to make a trip to Nigeria. Let's go. I don't know Football FC after spending over 200 million. Doesn't talking about getting pummeled show it's not sustainable? Yeah, we're not there yet. Dude, this team We need to put in maybe like half a billion, 500 at least. You know, put like 500 million on this team to really get it to where it needs to be. So 200 ain't nothing, man. There isn't a lift in the base level performance. I know. Daniel, what up, man? Happy Wednesday, people. Happy Wednesday. Maradona or Messi? I picked Cristiano. Oh, nice, JP. Nice, nice, nice. AKS 97. Come on. Good night, folks. Love is in the house. Come on. How you doing, brother? Hope you're well, brother. AKS 97. Yeah, man, we're good. We're good. I'm sure, AKS, you have seen the quotes. I'm sure you have read the quotes. I'm sure you have seen the meltdown out there. when Because some folks, they wanted this guy gone, but when the owner, partial owner, comes out and says, you know what, man, he ain't going nowhere. All right, he ain't going nowhere for at least 3 years. So that is huge. So Jim Ratcliffe is saying, listen, I remember the pressure. So Alex Ferguson, Arteta, all these guys had, right? So Jim says on Manchester United Academy in recent years, the academy has really slipped at Manchester United. You need the academy to be producing talent all time. It helps you financially. So again, making the money. Is it AKS? He said, I'm good, man. 3 years of this guy shutting the press up. Get in! I know. Listen, man. The whole time, man, AKS, when this news broke, man, I was like, man, I can imagine right now AKS shutting these people down, proving them wrong. I'm here for it. I wish we could... chat on what's up? Glory United. Listen, I think that's another thing. We may need to create a WhatsApp group or something. Yeah, so we can. But we do have a Discord community. Come on, Kira. All right. Tony dropped the link right there for the Discord. So grab it, jump on the Discord. We can chat over there. All right. All right. So make sure you jump on our Discord, man. We're trying to build that out. I'm gonna drop it again right here. Link is right there. So come on in. All right. Right. Yeah, man. Yeah, AKS, man. This it's one of those news that we did not expect. Usually international break, we don't expect to see some craziness, but it happened. Other news, people, I don't know if you saw, right? We do have a billionaire footballer in Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo, man, he is a billionaire worth 1.4 billion. What? It's crazy, man. Big up to Cristiano Ronaldo. Again, boosted for him 100%. The reports are saying, of course, he was going toe-to-toe with Messi, but once he made that move to the Saudi, his net worth skyrocketed, right? So, yeah, man, Cristiano Ronaldo is, let me find the actual quote here, what they actually said about the GOAT himself, Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's so nice, man, to see the guy, a billionaire and all. Cristiano Ronaldo wants to finish his career leaving as no stone unturned. Again, reports he's saying, I saw this was pretty cool. Cristiano Ronaldo said, when I was 7, I told my dad, I want to have a house like Michael Jackson's. All right. And then he said to me that dreams are only dreams. That's a privilege of rich people. He is a billionaire as of today, right? That's CR7 talking about his dad, said, those are just dreams, kid. You see those people living in those big houses, whatever, they're just dreams. That it's not for us. So, yeah. So don't believe anything you hear. Don't put limits on yourself. God has a plan for all of us. You work hard, keep grinding. You make it. Desiree, Do it. What up? CR7 will reach 1K goals. That's what I'm hoping, man. Before he retires, um, Tony yesterday said he's going to retire at 1001. And then he's going to be, that's it. I'm done. Peace out. I'm out of here. All right. It's crazy. Yeah, man. The man is a billionaire. Right. Again, in case you missed it, so Jim Ratcliffe said Amorim has not had a best of season. Ruben needs to demonstrate he's a great coach over 3 years. That's where I would be. So again, 3 years. What are your thoughts on upcoming World Cup? What is your feeling? Could there be any big surprise? People, smash the like button, man. Smash the like button if you haven't done so already. Smash the like button for Ruben Amorim. If you're in or out, let us know, right? Make sure you smash the like button for sure. But yeah, World Cup, honestly, we talked about it yesterday. Um, you know, I want Ruben, I want no Ruben, I want Ronaldo to win it, right? Because that's, I think, one trophy that he needs in his cabinet, right? He needs to go out with a bang, get him the World Cup, and it's going to be all well in the world, right? Other news: Ghana has qualified for the World Cup 2026. Other news: Manchester United to appoint Brentford COO Amish Manek as the new director of football operations. Manek will oversee the running of Carrington headquarters, right? So they're bringing another suit in the house to run things, But yeah, man, today has been one of those. What else? So Cristiano was announced as a billionaire. So Jim backs Ruben. What else interesting? Oh, today also we heard a lot of stories on Kobe Mainu, Joshua Zirkzee. They're really pushing for the exit of Man United, which is, it's one of those we don't want to see them go, right? But it looks like that is something that we could see in January. Southgate, what up? Hope you're well, man. Oh, Egypt qualified as well. Okay. Nice. Who else? Who else qualified? I may have missed it. Again, in case you missed it, Licha is back after international break, training with the first team. All right. Big up to that. Let's see. Yesterday, we saw reports from Inda Kalia talking about the Saudi. They've reached a deal with Bruno that in the summer he's going to be going to Saudi for 100 million, right? Apparently, it was an exclusive, like secret deal that was happening, right? Apparently, they said Bruno is only working on his personal terms right now, but the deal is kind of done. Fabrizio says nothing at all at the moment. Full focus on Man United. New deal was signed a year ago, so nothing concrete at this stage. Saudis remain interested as they have been for the last 3 years, but nothing else now, right? Fabrizio Romano is saying, listen, whatever we heard yesterday, that 100 million package done, it is not the case, right? So, but we still want Bruno, of course, to exit in the summer. We're gonna say thank you, and we're gonna take the money. All right. Virendra, did you just change your name, man, from yesterday? Why the level of defending is going down? Players like Berezzi, Beckenbauer, Maldini, Cafu going extinct. Well, we do, the levels are not that bad, man. We have Matthias de Ligt. We got Lenny Yoro coming up online. They'll bring those days back, because of the possession-based modern game. Good point, AKS. Good point. Right? That is a very good point right there. Possession-based game. Interesting. Yep. That's what's up. But this was kind of crazy for Sir Jim to say. He's talking about the Glazers. How can you? He's saying the Glazers get a bad rap, but they're really nice people and they are really passionate about the club. Dude, you can do your interview. Some of these questions, like, back in the Glazers and stuff, dude, you skirt around them. Don't answer that kind of question. They're not nice people. They have drained this club. They have killed our club. They took money from this club. They didn't invest anything, dude. Yeah, that saying stuff like that pisses people off. We want the Glazers gone, right? And you saying stuff like that, man, you are not helping matters, right? So Jim, better watch out what you say about the Glazers, man. All right. Uh, what are your thoughts on Yamal Musiala? He's a baller. I wish he can come to Manchester United, right? And again, in case you missed it, Brian Mbumo was subbed in for Cameroon at 75th minute, scores in the 90th minute in Cameroon, right? So big up to Brian Mbumo. He is fire. Dude, Mbumo, his form is like getting up there, man. That's what's up. I saw a crazy report from Fichajes. That's the source in, I think, in Spain. They're saying Rafinha is on Manchester United radar after his fine form for Barcelona. Dude, he's going to cost us 120 million. We're not going anywhere close to Rafinha, right? Wally Matumba. Bro, you think Alex Ferguson should go back to United? Wally, first of all, let us know where you're watching from, people. Smash a like, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. My name is Luther, people. Welcome. Should Sir Alex Ferguson go back to United? We got no. We're good. We're good. We don't want to tarnish his legacy and all this stuff. He can right now. Sir Alex is a legend. He can chill and watch Ruben Amorim cook. There you go. Right? Ruben Amorim, he's gonna cook. All right. So that's what we are watching right now. He's been given time, and for him to prove that he is the man. All right. I think United should get Zidane. Maybe after 3 years when Ruben Amorim goes. But of course, guys, again, this 3-year thing, it is, even though he said it, but when things are going worse than they are now, they may are going to have to pull the plug, right? Because the noise is going to be incredible. So they would have to do it. People, smash a like, hit the subscribe, man. But all United fans want Amorim out. Not this one, and not a lot of them over here. All right. Wally, what team do you support, man? Let us know. All right. Are you an Amorim outer? Let us know. Mohammed Kari Ahmed 018. Maz still injured. Yeah, man. Maz is still injured. We don't have a time frame for him, right? But we have a time frame for one Lisandro Martinez, who will be coming back after international break. Wally Matumba, all the way from South Africa. All right, man. What part of South Africa, man? Welcome, the home of the Bafana. That's what's up. Welcome. Good to have you here, man. Good to have you here. Do you miss old, beautiful stadium of United? We still have it. Old Trafford is still there, man. Old Trafford is still there. Joshua Zirkse posted this. Even in the darkest nights, the flame of hope survives. Strength is born in hardship, and love carries it forward. Oh, that is deep. That is deep. Oh, Randallstown. Oh, okay. Nice. That's what's up, man. According to Times Sport, they're saying that the likes of Marcus Rashford, Scott McTominay, Amad Diallo, Alejandro Garnacho, and Kobe Mainoo have made a step up over the past few years, but Ratcliffe claims more players should have made that grade. which is one of the reasons why he has recently hired Stephen Tropey from Brentford to replace Nick Cox as an academy director. All right. The academy has really slipped at Manchester United, according to Ratcliffe. All right. You need the academy to be producing talent all the time. It helps financially, right? Dude, it should help on the field first, then financially. But okay, fine. He's just thinking about money. We need these kids, the talent that is coming. We need to see them in the first team. JJ Gabriel, those kind. We need to see them in the first team, right? But he's talking about money. But again, that's what owners do, I guess. But he continues saying that that is not a light switch, right? You don't solve academy problems overnight. It takes time. We just recruited a new academy director, right? So I cannot wait to see the full interview to hear what else he said. But it's one of those, man, today and tomorrow and probably the rest of this international break, people will be talking about this move by Sir Jim Ratcliffe. What tactical adjustments are needed to improve Manchester United creativity in the midfield? Dude, we need them more, like actual players who can play the Amorim system, right? He's not going to change his tactics. Versus Sunderland, we went long ball towards Sheshko, him doing the link-up play, right? Most likely we're gonna play probably almost the same, right? Try to get behind Liverpool's back line and stuff with Mbumo, Ahmad on that right-hand side. We shall see if that will work. But of course, we need like proper ballers. Like, of course, we wanted to get Baleba right in that midfield. If we had like a Baleba, a Wharton, those kind of players who can actually progress the ball, grabbing it from the back three and progressing into the midfield, and being able to actually ping passes. That is crucial, right? The likes of Ugarte cannot do that. Casemiro can kind of do that, but Ugarte can't. So we need that profile of a player. So we shall see, man. We shall see. Sam Lockhurst, he's saying that Harry Maguire is closing in on a new Manchester United contract. Discussions are underway about a renewal, and Maguire is hopeful of signing a deal before the end of 2025. Wow, interesting. Who is winning the Champions League this season? I was thinking Liverpool, because honestly, I thought Liverpool had a really good team, but right now, I think I may have to go with what I want Barcelona, man. I think I want Barcelona to win it. I don't know if Real Madrid. Of course, you can never count out Real Madrid. That's my second team right there. You cannot count Real Madrid, but I haven't really watched them like that. I don't know if they've already kicked, like, in Xavi Alonso's system, and they're cooking. But yeah, definitely Real Madrid is going to be thereabout. So it's going to be one of those. Alex vibe is like, no, Harry, no. Listen, I know, man. Right? It looks like he's willing to take a pay cut to stay. Right? So it's one of those. Dude, can you imagine, guys, if we hear, yeah, they're talking about a new contract for Luke Shaw, Dalot. Oh my God, people are gonna lose their minds, right? After securing a potential bargain in a young talent, Cristiano Ronaldo, how will this transfer contribute to the team's long-term strategy? Well, the strategy is the one that Sir Jim just said. They need to do better recruiting, like getting those kids like Cristiano Ronaldo, who, of course, you're gonna bring him in, put him with the under 21s, see if he can produce, because he's, again, a midfielder. Maybe we can find a place for him down after a couple of years, right? But again, it's going to be tough. That midfield, it's going to be tough. I'm hoping for Kone to get a run at it. We shall see. Madrid is playing better. Okay. UCL, I'll choose Kane and Bayern. Oh, AKS. You know what? They are they're firing on all cylinders. When it comes to team that is playing very well right now, Bayern is doing very well. So yeah, Parath Shah, what up, man? Of course, all the way from India. Welcome, welcome, man. Dave, what's up? Come, brother. Morning, 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 Dave. Nico from Durban, another South African in the house. What? Listen, Dave. Wally here. He's another South African in the house. Welcome. Parath, what do you mean, man? We can't sign Rafinha unless we have Real Madrid. I know, yeah, we're never gonna sign Rafinha, man. That's crazy. But for me, I would say Spurs or PSG. Spurs or PSG? You man, listen, Wally. I don't know what you are eating in South Africa, but Spursy, nah, man. That would be a complete madness if that was to happen. Consider Ruben Amorim as a technical position. It's the current squad underperformance, if failure of the players' execution, or misalignment with his system, or a fundamental flaw in team's construction. Did you? Are you pulling these questions from ChatGPT, man? Virendra. Good questions. Kane on 17 goals and 4 assists. Yeah. But I think it's both players' failure to execute, and of course, flaw in the personnel in the team, and also the team's construction, because we're lacking that midfield power. So, yeah. Mohamed Karia Ahmed is saying that Liverpool versus Man United. Man United 2, Liverpool 1. Come on! After 6 or 7 games, 5 pens, but still, no, dude. Harry Kane, he's dude. I was watching. I don't know what I was watching. They were comparing Harry Kane's numbers to Haaland. Like it's incredible what Kane has done, right? And just the fact that he wants to come back to the Premier League, that way he can get that the highest goal scorer ever title from Shearer. It shows that he's hungry, man. Abshir, people, you gotta let us know what team you support. That's the price of admission. Smash a like, hit the subscribe. All right, welcome. Ashbir, he said, "Do you know Liverpool?" Do I know Liverpool? Do you see these jerseys over here? Do you see that name? Come on, man. You know. Lado, Chokonalitze. What up, Lado? Welcome, people. Welcome. Again, make sure you hit that like button as you're coming in. Josh, this makes me so depressed. I hate being a United fan sometimes. Come on, Josh, you can't. Right? Why would you hate it? Are you hating it because of the news from Sir Jim, or why are you hating it, man? Lado is like, I'm Amorim out. So how are you feeling about this news that Sir Jim dropped a clang at saying, yo, he ain't going nowhere. Deal with it. Right? Let me know how you're feeling, man. Come on, Man United. I am big fan of United. Okay, that's what's up. I like Virendra. Good job. Amorim out. Josh is saying, early shout out to Kane for ball of the Ballon d'Or next year. Yeah, I think so. Man. Because the way he's going, him or Haaland. Haaland is a machine. So the way Haaland, now of course for Ballon d'Or, for Haaland, he would have to win maybe Champions League, Premier League or something like that. Right? Easily scoring 40 plus this season, 100%. Yeah, it is. But even Haaland, the way he's doing it, he's going to get up there with those goals. I live near a pool, if that's what you mean. Nice. Josh, the news from Sir Jim made me depressed. Hey, Josh, listen, man. I know, I feel you. And I'm glad that you found us, welcome. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's why I have that poll up there. Are you Amorim in or out? Because I know based on that you are feeling a certain way today, right? Because some people were hoping that, yo, man, uh, they were hoping to see the end of Ruben, but the poll is saying 67% are Amorim in, 33% are out. You know, so it's one of those. But yeah, depend today depending on how you are positioned. Yeah, you'll be feeling that way. Not very happy, pissed off actually, to be precise, because you are like, okay, how do you back a guy when you have looked at his record and he's not really performing like that? To back him for 3 years, it's kind of, you know, it, what is the reason, right? But again, it looks like Ineos, Sir Jim, and them, they're like, yo, we gotta stick with something. We gotta stick with something. This chopping and changing thing doesn't work. Can Haaland, Mbappe break Cristiano Ronaldo's goal? No, no, I don't think so. Cristiano Ronaldo is a different monster, man. Um, is it good approach for the club by giving him 3 years? No, not well. It's good for people like myself, AKS 97, the 67% who are Amorim in, because we are sick and tired of chopping and changing managers. But 3 years, I think that is way too much. I maybe he could have come out and say, you know what, I definitely back the manager. Right now, we just expect to see, results and stuff like that. By giving it that time frame, yeah, I don't know if it's the right thing to do, because, of course, we want the manager to be backed, but putting that time frame is uh, kind of hard, because then now the manager can feel, okay, yeah, you're going to be relaxed, knowing that you're not going to be sacked anytime soon, but you can kind of take your foot off the pedal, the way I'm thinking. So it's good for him to kind of, in a way, feel like, okay, of course, Ruben, he's not idiota. He knows, like, yo, this is a result based business. He needs to get those wins, right? Even though they said 3 years, if we start getting smashed, yeah, they're gonna sack him, right? Because what will happen is the noise will be too high, and they would have to make a move, right? But I think they needed to quiet the noises around our club by making a statement like that. So, yeah, interesting stuff. I would just let him work and see his progress, but to honor him 3 years is crushing for the fans. Yeah, especially those who were out. Yeah, because another what I was watching some of the fans who are out on YouTube and stuff. They're like, "Yo, basically what you're saying by giving him 3 years, you're lowering the standard so much that you're saying, hey, if this season we don't do well, fine, we still have 2 more years to get this thing ready. But folks like us, all of us fans in general, we want results now. We want to see us winning again, right? By us waiting for 3 years to see something, the teams that are around us, Liverpool, the Chelseas, the Arsenals, they're already like way far ahead from us because of the money they're spending building their teams. So we want this process to go faster. That's why people are willing to say, you know what, if it doesn't work, get somebody who can make it work. But I am, like the 67% here, don't want that. We have seen it all, man. Right? We've seen it all. It's crushing to the hardworking fans when childish multimillionaires fail to step up during end 90 minutes. Yeah, very true, AKS. Very true. Veneranda, which of the players the past that made you fall in love with this game? Kino, Cristiano, Beckham, class of 92 in general, right? Because they showed the integrity, the fight, the determination. I mean, losing was not an option. A bunch of fighters, man. Loved it. Windows 98. What do you think about the defeat against Brentford, Man City? The Brentford one is disappointing. Man City, again, you're playing Man City. We are coming from finishing 15th. Man City, they're going for the title, right? So different levels. Again, but the Brentford one, we should have done better in that game. We capitulated, typical. But listen, we're gonna make it all well versus Liverpool. All right. AKS, the manager has to learn from his selection mistakes. 100%. Certain personnel are not capable of the role he is requiring them to play. Yes, right. That's very true. Maguire should never be the last man in the back three. He doesn't have the pace, right? And we see it. If the ball gets away from him, there's no way he's going to catch anybody. Even Luke Shaw cannot run for nothing. So that's why we need, the back three of Delict, Euro. It's working. We need Licha back to replace Shaw. I guess I know Maguire has no pace. Yeah, no pace for nothing, man. Right? But he can score goals though when you need him. All right. There's some crazy stories coming out. Apparently, Man United is in advanced stages of selling to a new investor. Man, whatever. Sometimes when you're on X and you see some of this stuff, it's kind of crazy that people they're starting to believe some of this story. Turkey Alak Sheikh. The best news I've heard today is that Manchester United are now in advanced talks to be sold to a new investor. Yeah, okay, right. Um, we need to sign a new center back. Oh yeah, definitely. We need a new center back. If they're gonna give Maguire a new contract, of course Maguire is a backup, but we definitely need another center back because again, Licha, I don't think he's gonna be. I hope he stays fit. Knock on wood when he comes back. But that's why they haven't rushed him back, right? I hope he stays fit because we need him big time. We need pacey center backs for sure. We need three center backs after Shaw and Maguire leaves. Yep, yeah, for sure. A right wing back as well, right? Yo, AKS, you didn't see this? They're talking Sam Lockhurst, Mr. Sources. He's saying Manchester United are in conversation with Maguire over a new contract. Yeah, bruh. They are talking to Maguire over a new contract. Of course, it's going to be something. All right, the actual quote is this. This is according to Sam Lockhurst and Charlie Wyatt. Harry Maguire is closing in on a new Manchester United contract. Discussions are underway about a renewal, and Maguire is hopeful of signing a deal before the end of 2025. Yeah, I know. It's mad. Now, again, Sam Lockhurst, whatever. I don't trust him. Now, if Fabrizio collaborates it, Ornstein, then we know, oh my God, we're in trouble. Dude, AKS, I guess they see him. They see him maybe like one of the, like Johnny Evans, the way he was in that dressing room. Like he's gonna be a backup. You need that leader type of player in the dressing room. Maybe that's what they're trying to do, and they feel like, if he cuts his salary down, is a good person to have in that dressing room because we have a lot of young players now. And of course, if you're gonna lose, oh, you know what? That could be it. Because if we're gonna lose in the summer, we could lose Bruno. We're gonna lose Casemiro. We could lose Luke Shaw. Of course, all those guys. We want to lose them, right? Yeah. So maybe they need some leadership of some sort in that dressing room. Tom Heaton may leave as well because he's part of the leadership team. So maybe that's what they're thinking. So they're like, yo, listen, Maguire, he can do a job. When we need him, your boy Ruben chucks him in the attack, right? He can play out there, maybe get you a goal, a header or two, right? He can also defend deep if we need to, but he can be found out. So they're probably looking at all those factors, and maybe that's why they're thinking, you know what? Let's see if we can keep him. It's kind of mad. I understand the role of the Maguire as a senior center back, but to me, he's not a leader. Of course, man, dude, he has sacked. He is part of the players who have sacked a whole bunch of managers, right? Yeah. And that's the thing. If you are really rebuilding that dressing room, you want to get rid of those people, right? The Luke Shaws, the Dalos, all these old cats that have been there, seeing all these managers being sacked. We get rid. So yeah, so it could be that's the reason why, man. Uh, Crazy stuff. Licha is young, but he has the perfect attitude. Yeah, oh my God, yes, yes, yeah. But again, with Licha, we don't know how fit is going to be when he comes back, right? So that's another kind of a risky situation. But anywho, people, listen. It's been over an hour. You guys are legends, man. Man United open heart surgery. Yes, yes, that's true. Yeah, I think we should give the young players a chance. We're hoping to see that, especially if we go to play some of those games in Saudi. We may see some of those kids get some a run out, right? We need that. We need those young players to come. Heaven and those guys, Fredrickson, give him a chance, right? But yeah, people, listen. Thank you so much, guys. We're gonna end it here. This has been an amazing hour talking about Sir Jim and his quotes. You guys, we're gonna see what else comes out tomorrow. But wow, this has been an interesting international break. We did not expect it to go like this. I don't know what tomorrow is gonna bring. But you know what? I'll be here. We're gonna talk about it. Stay blessed, people. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Peace.